All right. And hello to everyone on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Shortly, just waiting for a couple other platforms, and we're on. Hey, I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Now, probably just get my chat thing going. Ooh, I have a bad feed. Okay, let's stream anyway. Now, today, what I'm thinking is, I've got the engines on the Lancaster. We can now progress to the next stage. Yes, we can. Along the way, I've we need to do some patch-ups on the undercarriage of the Halifax because there were some gaps where things wanted. Hopefully things will a bit bound solid if they haven't. Puttied them up, need to resurface and paint. So we'll be doing that. Excuse me. I'm getting over a patch of COVID and it's still giving me a bit of jip. Now, what we're going to do first, put the light on. We're going to slightly better view an angle. Yoink that up. Brief moment. Excuse me a moment, guys. Oh. Yeah, so yes, I'm good. Yep. Yep. So I can do that. Yeah. I'll probably. Huh? Yep. Nice. Yep. I can either of, but I'll go in. But yeah, and also I think that's yep. Yep. No, thank you very much. All right. Hey, Minfins, how you doing, buddy? I just was having a bit of a camera thing because I've received a call and oh, excuse me, and yeah, the camera will settle in a minute, mate. Give it a moment. There we go. Yeah, the just received a call regarding my mother and needed to receive that. Now I've explained or had explained earlier what we were doing. Our first objective, excuse me, very briefly. All right, I'm back now. How you doing anyway, man? Wow. I've just noticed how big the delay is between what I'm doing and when I'm actually when it comes through on the stream, that is really slow. Like that's going to be at least 10 seconds. Wow. Anyway, first things first. What we're doing is we're doing more work on our bombers. Now, the next step on the Lancaster is the wheelbase. Two relevant parts, indeed. I can show you. Yeah, I saw your car tail. That's yeah, you're not supposed to do work without clearing it with the owner first. Anyway, here's the wheel stems. Hope that was the only issue you had. They go onto there, so we'll have a bit of a look see at that. And after that, we start assembling other bits. Ooh. Very specific spots they go on. That's cool. I like specific. Now, first, however, here we go. Here, our main wheel stems. I'm actually finding these smaller sprue cutters a far better option in many ways than my big ones. Big ones have their place. I guess it's horses for courses. For today, this sort of size stuff, all stuff. Right. Now, what we do next, come in upside down, so to the front here. Snug fit. God. God. Surely that's oh, okay. Wow, that one's here's this one. I had to jiggle it a bit, so we just oh, that is there we go. Very good. Okay, what we got to do from there? What they do? That is a very snug. Once you, oh yeah, just there, roughly. I would probably go thin glue. Oh, actually, that sits very nicely once you're in there. Oh, no. The other one's good. Alright. Then I'd have to put them upside down. Now, I might do. Ooh. I'm good, thanks. That Wormo? Well, my eyesight's a bit dodgy. The screen's a bit of a distance away. I'm good, thank you. I'm just attending to getting some. I should do it that way. We'll. There we go. That's how I'll put it on once I've got them in. Because then they won't get knocked around. Beautiful. But yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you? Yeah. And this one's an easy one. So, we'll do that one first. All you got to do there. And it just sits there even. So with a little glue and holding it for a few seconds, that will good. Up for a bit. Okay, what we're going to do, I'll show you a map of what we're going to do because we've got assembly instructions. We're putting these, which correspond to these parts here, into there. And what that creates is the wheel stalks for our Lancaster. And then once they're sufficiently dry, we can start looking at the next steps. Now, the glue I'm going to utilize before I have options is probably go something chunky. Because it doesn't glue nicely. It's pretty good. A bit of chip. Don't mind holding for a bit longer to get it a bit nicer. So, yeah, let's help us. All right. The other one's a bit more. Doesn't sit straight in the way this one. So willing to do that. Go straight in. That's how you want it. Boom. Now once that dries, I'll hold it for a few seconds, just for good measure. What we'll do, I'll actually show you how it looks from the other side, because then you can see what the other part of the point is. A bit more than just the wheel stalks. What we've got when we look from this side, light in, yeah, you can start to see starting point anyway of, where is it? There we go. Start to see all the wheel engine detail. There we go. So that's our wheelbase starting to come nicely. Now, pop. Yeah. Thank you. And this other one, a wee bit more tricky. Not much. It's ultimately the same move. But it doesn't sit quite as nicely as. Well, that's not a disaster by any stretch. You can see how it does go, but it's not quite. But all I have to do is probably just hold it like that for a bit. So, not bad though. Now, let's start, shall we? Once they're done, you can't really see what I'm doing. We'll get on to our other orange. Start tidying up the paintwork. There we go. Now all I've got to do is really hold that there for a few seconds. It should come together quite nicely. Coming a little adrift there. Get a toothpick on it. What I might do to help it along is that's not too bad. Up, wait too soon. Stuff. This will go straight in very quickly, and while the other stuff is drying, this will hopefully help us along. This like really high surface tension, goes straight in. Come on. Come on. Go to your home. That should probably do. Not quite as it. A little bit of holding it still requires, but that's okay. Then, now while I'm in, I may as well, I already have done hearing. I have as well. I see. Not an issue. A little bit. So that's quite the point I'm after. Yeah, all being well. I mean, even without that, there we go. That's nice and stable. Equally from the other side now. Yet again. Nice looking. I like the detail options that FX have supplied that on that one, actually, I've got to say. That's come up really nicely. Now, I'll pop that to there. And brief moment, guys, while I save as houses, kids. Boom shakalaka. Thanks. Patience. Well, look, mate, when you're dealing with model aircraft, it's not a race. Now, this here is Halifax, Halifax. Now, I've had to do a fair bit of puttying, because I discovered there were gaps off a pin there. And glad you like. I can see you like the looks of it. Thank you. What I'm gonna do now that I've got the putty in, I need to hit that up with some pre-coat to cover the putty areas, and then we'll hit it with some proper black. Now, the only question I really need to ask myself is, am I going to airbrush it, or am I going to do it with a large brush? Probably, I would say I'm going to be large. Now, to that end, however, great surfacer. Look, the detail the kit comes with is fantastic on the Lancaster. I'm very pleased with it. It's that the Halifax is my first 4-engine heavy, so I commenced the Lancaster while I was doing this. Now, various reasons for that, but that doesn't matter so much. What? Checking something. What I have discovered is that this one's really a basic kit. It doesn't come with an open bomb bay or that as an option even. But some of the later kits from FX are pretty damn sexy, man. And this is certainly one of them. It's got some the Lancaster certainly is one of them anyway. It's got nice detail on it. It's pretty clean to put together. Oh, it's been a good learning experience. I've got a few other 4-engine heavies I want to get onto. Although I'll be doing a few double-engined aircraft as well. Um, before I get onto them, but one thing I do, I've got 2 flying fortresses I want to get onto, and another Lancaster because I've got a dam busters. I don't have a dam busters. I think they're one of the most famous Lancasters. Oh, may as well cover all the area. I'm going to go with the black paint. Well, most of the area, because I'm going there anyway. I'll make sure of the job. Yeah. What I might do, it's obviously not going to take us very long to get this pre-code on. Is once we've got this done, I'd rather like to let the wheel struts that I've just put on the link dry for a bit longer before I started putting other things on them, because the next pieces that go on, I'll actually show you the map again, link directly to that. So you want them to be rock solid and stable as. If not, to me rather less than optimal. Kids have a good term for it, being as they were, my brother was a pathologist. He's not a pathologist anymore, he's dead. That's, some people find that a little savage, the comment, but it's the truth. What do you want? I've said to people, I used to be a pathologist. Oh, what does he do now? Yeah, about that. Anyway, but yeah, of course, they have a lot of radiologists. They teach science, so it's all very sciencey people. The term they have is suboptimal. Suboptimal. I'm actually quite a fan of it as a term. Sometimes it's somehow not indeed suboptimal. Feel free to try it yourself if you like it. If you don't, well, hey. More power to you. Now, anyway, as you can see, it has not taken very long at all to get this pre-coat in position. So what we'll do is we'll pop that aside to dry. And what we might get onto is continuing some detailing on Walker Tempest gun bays. I'm doing a bit of demo. I've got a bit of kit surgery on the Walker Tempest. give it some gun bays it would not otherwise have. Now we'll pop this just up here. Okay. Brush. In a minute, here we go. But first I should clean my brush. I'm a big believer in look after your brush and it will look after you. Doubly true of airbrushes, I say. So look after your airbrush, it will give you a hard time. This is not a maybe thing, it's going to totally hammer you. You for some brushing this thing. Not me personally, of course. But I actually have been needing to do some bombs for some little while, and I still haven't done the bloody doing other stuff. But hey, what you gonna do? What about them that did the Simpson thing of having the blue-haired lawyer run in, accusing me of this unauthorized Jimmy Durante impersonation? Now, clean that. Now, next, or our next step on the link, I'll show you where we're at. And why we're not doing it right now, I'll show you the parts that we have ready to rock and or roll on. Okay. It is. Okay. What we have, give you a bit of a zoom in. There we go. Now you can see how we've got our wheelbase in position. We've been told. Our next step is there's the wheel stems that we've put in. Put those in, and they link very obviously to that. You can see how it operates there. Then there are also some wheels. These stems go in. So, what we need to do. Hang on. So right, these actually don't go onto that. Go into there, but they actually stop short. They go on top. Wow. Right, so it's like you get I see it down here. I think I'd still prefer to take my time. However, well, I think to show you, here are the bits we will be utilizing. There's these. Go. And these. Ultimately, wheels. But I prefer to let those wheel stems that we have just put in dry properly before I start to... Now, what I'm going to do next... Okay. Zoom in a bit for this too. These are the gun bays, ammunition racks we are making for our Tempest. Now, it goes like this. Minpins has heard this before, so sure he's probably going to be going, oh, gee. And who can blame the man? Long and the short of it, pardon me. As you can see, I've cut big chunks out of these wings. In any ordinary circumstance, the kit doesn't do that. What it is that these gun racks and guns stuff that I've got here are actually from a Hawker Tempest, a Typhoon rather, and because the Tempest is an upgrade of the Typhoon, it's not that hard to get them in. Well, the theory was that it's not that hard. Typhoon has the gun racks, guns there, Tempest here. So I cut the big chunks out and I'm putting the gun racks in. Excuse me. It's my Hawker Typhoon. As the gun racks displayed. And in fact, so as you can see what I'm waffling on about, give me a very brief moment. All right. Now, here we go. What we're looking at here and what I'm trying to create, just as you got the idea. Here, and we'll go there for camera angle. There we go. Now that's a Hawker Typhoon. You can see where the gun racks are and all the rest of it. All right. On a Tempest, however, you can see they're much further back. Now, there's reasons for that in the design and stuff like that. I did take a chunk too much out here. You're going to have to get a piece of plastic to go over the top. That's not going to be hard. Anyway, point being, this is what I'm creating here. These pieces here actually come out of a Typhoon kit. I put them into a Tempest kit so I can get that look, bearing in mind that Tempest gun setup is configured differently. You can see how wide they are there on the Typhoon. Tempest, they're there and there. That causes the ammunition rack to go there and there. Cannons will go there and there. And thus it will all come together. And I'll be able to have both a Typhoon and a Tempest complete with gun racks. Point being that all of this is actually part of a thing I'm doing on the evolution of the Hurricane. I don't know if you're aware, you may be. But the Typhoon and the Tempest are upgrades effectively on the Hurricane Mark II. So, because I've already got a Mark I on Hurricane, I've got a Mark II that I'll build after this. I'll have the whole evolution of the aircraft from the Mark I Hurricane, Mark II, Typhoon, and Tempest, and boom. No, my pleasure. Trust me. So that's what I'm about to. You'll see me do some work on now. So, after all that and the sermon on the Mount, I'll pop this back where it belongs. There. So, what I'm going to do, now I don't need these hanging around, all right now anyway. Excuse me a brief moment. All right, now, to that end, I'll show you where I'm at with certain things. These guns are almost complete. These are the backs of the cannons. Most of the cannons on the wing of the Tempest disappear about into the that there. That sort of goes roughly there. So you get the idea, and so forth. Anyway, what we'll do, get these out of the way again. So that's some guns, and while I'm here and I've got you zoomed in, we also have start of our ammunition racks. A couple of touch-ups required. We also need to get few other bits of detail on that. Yeah. So there we go. Now, to that end. Okay, first thing I think I'll work on, colour-wise, is getting the ammunition. I just want to make sure it's all even as far as the as far as the line of the cartridges to projectiles. It's a thing. Now, it's actually just my phone. I experimented with a few things. I use an app called DroidCam, and I found that very effective. I do actually have a camera, cheap, but the thing about it that I've discovered anyway is, give me a moment, I'm just looking for natural steel. Here we go. In my opinion, note opinion, totally convenient, yeah. But here's the line of thought for you. I like going to the zoo in my town because I like animals. Remember, so I go. And I like to take pictures of the animals. No surprise there, I'm sure. I used to take my camera in, and I soon discovered that in actuality, I was getting better pictures off of my camera, off of my phone rather. I thought, when you think about it, I recall a mate of mine years ago. When I say years ago, I'm talking maybe 15 or so. And he works in IT, and he made the rather astute observation even back then. Might even have been longer than that, I think. Might have. Be that as it may, his comment was that increasingly in the modern era, we're going to not have mobile phones. We will have devices. And we do. We got little mobile computers, and you can access. Well, there's not much you can't do on a phone these days as far as certainly multimedia and stuff goes. Pretty amazing. Yeah. But, yeah, what I'll try to do. There we go. There we. Oh, look at that. way across. I find there's a little bit there I need to even it. Just so that should look really nice. Hang on, put that the right way around. I guess, yeah, I mean, it does depend on the phone you have. But, now there's a first set of ammunition racks. What we're going to do is let that dry. Being acrylic, it won't take long. And then we're going to start doing a few other bits to that are required. Next, this one. I was first given the big tip on using a back in thank you. I was first given the tip on using a phone as a camera actually by a friend of mine for pickies and stuff. Back when I was actually looking at, I was doing just starting out streaming, and I wanted to have a decent sort of camera going. Photos always looked really good. Also, quite straightforward. And said, "Look, mate, what I use." Oh, I've just gone right. Do I want to? Too bad either. Coming together, I tells you. Pop those over to here. Now just a little. Yeah. I'm going to put. Oh, is that the red line that goes around the top? Because yeah, I am doing that. So doing that. I'm also going to do a line of green across the. Jesus, almost dropped one. Across the brass to go the feeder belt. Yeah. Boom. Yeah, they are really small, wormo, but here's the deal, man. This to me is part of the true joy. This is the shit that makes me go warm and fuzzy. It is the downside of working on 1:72. However, to me, price you pay. B, those little bits of detail there and go, whoa. Yeah, they do. Boom. Little more. Okay. Can be kind of tricky to hold this. That's the only downside of them. All right, and again, in we go, kids. Boom. I'll be perfectly straight with you, mate. My eyesight is absolutely rat shit. These. Boom. um, they make life so much easier. I got them recently because I had a set and it broke on me. And I was like, yeah, you obviously need a new set. I went to a jeweler supply place. I gotta say, man, yeah. This one comes with 4 different magnifications. I found the magnification that I think works best for me being 2.5. Yeah, but it's detailings are partly about what opportunities are there supplied by the manufacturer. Um, uh, Very flattered, mate. Thank you. Now, what I need to do next is a couple of things. We're going to do a bit of tidying up on. Let's have a bit of a look see at these, shall we? See. One of these I know I need to do a bit of a touch up on. There we go. This one here. Do a bit of a touch up along the edge there. Dark grey for the case of the ammunition. A little bit here. A little bit on that one. So we'll get that done as well, shall we? So, I'll zoom in so you can see what I'm waffling about shortly. First, colour selection. Hey, got dark grey on it. Shake. All this is, I'll show you. A minute. Yeah, sure, man. Oh, the goggle thing's just come out for a moment. Give me a moment. Don't be needing them apples, I tell you. Yeah. Oh. No. Oh. I've had a bit of a time getting them back into position. Hearing. It's having a time. Really, Rob? One. You know, I've been singing the praises of these things. Bit of a bone. Let's see how we're doing. Apart from the fact I've now smudged the bejesus out of them. Let's clean them a bit. You not come out on me again. Oh, tell you guys, there are times. Big frustration I'm having. Can't really proceed. What is the problem? Getting very frustrated at the moment. Fucks. Yeah. All right. Okay. Tell him. There we go. Still smudged as hell. Grrr. Having a time, I tell you, man. Shouldn't have to waste 5 minutes. Everything's popped out. Really. Now, here we go. Now, after all of that, a little bit of brass on the line of the edge of the casings. I don't want that there. I do not. So we'll grab a nice sharp brush. Yeah, I know we can still see it at least. Hold on. There we go. That's all I actually wanted to get done on that. Little line. Oh, I might as well check that there's none here. No, but I wouldn't mind redefining. A little touch more. What's got to do is some touch ups on the brass anyway. So okay. Boom. Zoom out. Alright. For fuck's sake, those Goggles have done it to me again. They're so good. Oh, and yeah, so good in every other regard, and then they just pop out. There's got to be something I'm doing wrong. Now to my frustration, little nozzle thing. Fortunately, they supply you with extra ones, which probably says a lot right there. Dropped out to the floor. Oh dear. Caramba. Well, you know what? It's sufficiently pissing me off that happily I might redirect my energies to the Halifax. They're very shitty with those goggles. Well, not shitty, but frustrating that they popped out. Maybe it's those. I have to look at what I'm doing. In due course, however, first, clean brush. I don't understand why they're just popping out of the holes with those things in. It shouldn't be the case. Yeah, love that. Come here. All right. All right. We're gonna do. Right out. There we go. Black. Back in black. Here is black. Black. Probably a better one. Yeah. Loose. That should probably do it, in fact. I'll do a few couple of coats, obviously. Well, David's got 100% on the first hit. Probably after all the pay I put in, there's still. Trust me, I put in a lot of putty. Yeah. But all will be well. This will take 2, probably make it pretty. Yeah. Now, got a bit along the side. There's actually some painting on the inside of the wheelbase I wouldn't mind doing. The body's actually gone through gap. And putty look like that. Interior green. Got it, yeah. Now, around. Oh, well, I'm hearing a lot of things too. That spot in probably shut. Shall we? Perhaps do this one. And got option. Reckon. Maybe go on to the next stage of the lake. Those should have dried sufficiently able to do so. And so, hey, why not? Right. Okay. Obviously, I'm going to have to be back here. More black paint in due course. I'd rather revisit painting. Job. That's just me. But I reckon it's showing signs that it will probably come up looking good. Probably doesn't matter. I'm only going to come back and do it. But it is slowly coming together. It's the sort of thing I can probably do off camera. With the follow-up stuff. So next time we come back, all we really need to look at is, well, that one. Once that's done, ring. That's done. We'll put those canopies in position. So we should have this finished by the end of the week. As in not today, obviously. Should be rather good. I can focus my energy blank. As far as my multi-engined aircraft goes. And also then laying so the next multi after that one. Line to go. So I'd need a hold to go with a Larry BF10 BF110 B markings and Schnaufer night fighter B. Schnaufer was that's a bit right? His tally is 121, but that would be after I got blank done. Go for a piece of decisions. That I reckon we can actually here's something else. Need to mark probably do the area around the navigation They need to bridge. We'll let this dry while we look at what we're going to do with the link. I wouldn't be entirely unhappy if we got that done. What's the time currently? Going about 40 or so. Actually, plan. We'll see over a week. I tested positive to COVID. And we go and visit people in that circumstance. Particularly. So, right, slowly but surely. Oh, hey, how you doing? That's Arapara. Just doing a bit of touch-up work on the Andy Page Halifax here, mate. We'll be needing to redo these coats, but that's fine. Part and parcel of the process. Had to do rather a large amount of puttying. And when I completed this painting, what I'm going to do, we will move back to our other 4-inch heavy, Lancaster for the edge of us. Yes, we will. How you doing anyway? Good? I think I'll be able to, that'll, whilst this sticks out rather badly at the moment, to the patch-ups are puttying. Of course, there's still A, 2 or 3 coats of this go on. B, varnish the weathering. By the time it's all done, I'm even a little bit. Tidy up some nails, let's go all out, hey? Now, tell you, she's a big bird. Right. Oh, hey, how you doing? You're just finishing some touch-ups on the Halifax? Well, first run through of them, I'll be needing quotes and the like. But hey, that's all cool in the game. All part of what I expect to have happen. So, rather through touch-up process than worry about, well, not worry about them. What were they? Substandard. Oh, not really the way I rail. Now, got this stuff done. Good. Couple of little spots of right. We'll go a little into here. Then we'll Where's my lights go? This side being, hang on a moment, starboard side. Oh my God, listen to me. The bigger touch-ups I need to do to make sure the blue goes a bit further. I think as far as black goes, on this side it's a little more messy, but they're pretty. Now, all I've really got to do here, there. Oh, tidy that up very, and I will too. Bit. There we go. So, hang on. Yeah, that's where we're pretty much at the moment. Still need a few touch-ups as far as on the black, just to tidy it up, make it nice and pretty. It's coming together. Now, I'm going to pop that back up here. Bring the camera back in. Cleaning brush. There for clean. Now, It's easy enough for the big man if you can name that tune. Yeah. Brush. Then put that into there. Next on the agenda. So these right. So it looks like they go into there like that. I have to have a closer look at the pieces exactly. Looks like it just sits there. Let's have a look, see kids. Now, Mr. Link, down you come, son. You know, what I should probably consider doing a pretty spiffle. This for a moment. Now, I think I see. Have a look, shall we, kids? Looking at parts. It's probably a good idea to make sure I have them facing the right way, otherwise it's going to look like, otherwise it's definitely not going to work. Okay, so that way. Little hook thing. Yeah, maybe. I know they're both 18, so that angle. I think that way then. Ah. Okay. That way. Oh, that. They. Alright, well, best way I can find this out is actually give it a burl, isn't it? Check that. Let's get a better lighting, shall we? Oh, wow. Seriously? It looks pretty straightforward. I do want to make sure I get in the right spot, though, obviously. Wow. Right. All right, let's have a good close look at where this has got to go exactly. Don't want to get this wrong. That diagram's a bit spelled out as nicely as I'd like. Under there. Rubbing. Ah, like a little bar that these hook onto. That makes sense. All right. These, yeah, they do. What's going to happen is that there will be. In fact, I can even show you using the map. A brief moment. In fact, you know what else I'm going to do while I think too? Put that in position. 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 Good with that. Now, let me just check some. So how do they support? Which still just looks kind of freaky to me. Then they go into the underside. Something I want to check here very carefully. I'm a bit skeptical about some of it. Okay. Once I look at it. Alright, I'm good. I'm just being paranoid. Yeah, I'll show you on the map in a minute, in pins. Slightly better. Ultra move into there. Just one minute. So, I'm not happy with the way that's sitting. I'm really not. Getting kind of nervous about it. Alright, I think. That's better. Oh no. Alright. Stay cool. One of the engines has just come off. It's annoying as oh, shit. Bad timing. Can fix. Yeah, will do. At least I got that on. As it goes right now. Heavy glue. Before I get onto this, and while start, because I haven't put the glue on yet, so I might as well show you min pins. Because those flaps will stay green. Give me a moment. Here we go. You'll see there 78 is the colour they're showing underside there, but also for here meant to be 78, being interior green, ergo will remain green. Now, bloody moving that bit around. That was most annoying. Kinda means I'm probably gonna have to wait for this to settle, or I can do that. But that's okay. That's a binary shift truth. It's a little annoying, but it's a relatively minor way. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Time being. Now, okay, now, got a bit of time before I gotta go. Do a bit more work on those once I fix my bloody goggles up and give them the righteous run around. Alright, give me a moment. There's two things I would mind having a quick squeeze at. Obviously, I've got to fix my goggles up, but it's god damn, standing up's nice. Ooh, crack that back, big boy. Yeah, goggles. Why do you give me such jip goggles? Why? Two point five. Where's my little bag? No? Stay in there, damn you. Wonder what I'm talking to. I'm talking to my goggles. Yes, I'm someone who talks to inanimate objects. Oh, really, people? Goggles have got info today, I tell you. Really. Testing my patience. Seriously testing my patience now. Not behaviour I require, I tell you. Do they answer you back? Only sometimes. When I'm in my more delirious stages. Finally got the bloody things fixed. Give me a moment. Bloody thing. Right. Now what I'll do for departure is a little bit more work on our ammunition rack. Now, because don't think I'll be I don't think I'll be doing more on the lake just yet. I want that engine to dry before I put the wheel stem in it. Fixed. All right. Now, brass. 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 Something. Okay. This instance. There's a little bit of a touch up on the bottom. One consolidate. Right. There's our rounds with the cartridges. Now, because the brass is nowhere near the projectiles, well, that's not entirely true, but it's not going to be affected by our next maneuver. we can do red line, top of the projectiles. For that I will require a very fine brush, I will. All right. Okay. Now, next, I will require, once I've got this next bit done, I'll probably wind up the stream. Let's wait for stuff to dry. Yeah. Next, however, red. I'll need to find this brush specifically. Yes. 20O. Red. Oops. For a bit. What we're going to do in this instance is, oh, maybe not. Trump came in. Back on. All we're going to do here is maybe it's like touch-ups. Okay. Sort of. Not tired again. Next. We need to do a bit of a tidy up on that. It's starting to come together. All right. I'll need to clean up some of those rounds, but that's it. It's all part of the process. Last one. All right. Tidy that up a little. Natural steel for projectiles. We'll do that on all of those. All right. I reckon that's me done for today. We've made some good progress overall on Lancaster, Halifax, and indeed our gun bays. Pretty happy with the work we got done. Now, put these brushes away. Zoom out. That is zoomed out. Right. All right. I'm off now, kids. Now, time for my standard finishing spiel. If there's any first-time viewers, be it now or after the fact, feel free to hit the follow, like, or subscribe button. If you want to track me down on other platforms, I am Rob the Builder on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Discord, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. And again, there's those magic words: follow, like, subscribe. What can I tell you, kids? Now, yeah, well, I'm assuming I'm going fishing. I'll have a chat to my mate. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. You may be suggesting that it would be worth taking another week off just so I don't get cold air into my lungs. I'll discuss that with him before I go and get bait. If I'm not fishing tomorrow, there's a high percentage chance I'll actually do some streaming. We'll see how that plays out, kids. Anyway, I'm off now. Now, if I'm not back tomorrow, I will definitely be back Sunday. Same kit time, same kit channel, and I will catch you then, kids. Oh, Inpins and older people.